the next question was, in a minyan, when you have a group of people together that are engaging in tefillah, so why is it specifically 10 people? Why does it have to be 10 different people, 10 men specifically? But the question was more focused on why the number 10 in order to create a minyan at all. What is that? What does that number even mean? That's a great question. Well, I'll give you a little hint, okay? All the 10s in Chazal are always connected. Not connected, they're the same 10. So basically, you could think of it as... Say again, sorry? Yeah. So the short answer to your question is that you could think of it as, there's what's a good way to say this? Okay, it's going to be too long. I'll do a short thing. The short answer is that the whole process of Hashem sort of translating himself into what we experience as ourselves has 10 layers, or we'll call it 10 primary layers. Each of those 10 layers can be broken down into 10 sub-layers, and each of those can be broken down into 10 sub-layers, and you can go down, it's 10s all the way down, and it's really infinite. There's an endless, what's called hishtalshalos, of Hashem's self all the way to eventually become you. So, but basically, anytime there's a process that is trying to uncover the Hashemness pockets that are buried inside of us that we are aspects of. So you're always going to use, you can think of it as like a door, and the door has like 10 different pieces to it to open it. And you need all 10 of those pieces to open the door to the next layer. So it's like in a game. So that's basically what you're doing. So each of those 10 pieces, you know what the pieces are. I assume Keter is one of them, then Chachma and Bina, and then you have Chesed and Gvura and Tiferes, and these are all terms that, people like to translate as loving kindness and strength, or whatever Gvura is. I don't remember what that is anymore. And dominance and what's Malchus? Majesty? Something like that. I don't know. All these words in English mean nothing, obviously. But these things are very, very profound concepts. And when you have 10 people together, then the idea is that, there's enough... what's the word for that? Not homogenization, kind of like the opposite of that. You have enough variety in the consciousness fragments that you're going to have a piece of each of those at relative levels of prominence. So if one person is has a prominence of chesed and a prominence of malchus, another person has a prominence of gvura and a prominence of das, and you have 10 people, so the various prominences will eventually kind of meld and complement each other, and you'll have all the 10 pieces you need for consciousness release and conscious expansion. Of course, you have to know what the words are and then say them together and yada yada yada. But that's the 10 puzzle pieces to the doorway. It's like in the Matrix, there's 2 keys, I think. Is that a thing? Did I get that right? There's a door with a bunch of keys, and so just think 10 keys. 10 very different keys. So yeah,